Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for releasing Black Widow on Disney Plus and in theaters at the same time, alleging a breach of contract that reportedly cost ScarJo over $50 million. Let's get into it. Just 3 weeks after Black Widow's massive US release, Scarlett Johansson filed a lawsuit today in Los Angeles Superior Court against Disney, holding the media giant accountable for allegedly not staying true to their word. In the suit, ScarJo claims that her agreement with Disney's Marvel Entertainment guaranteed an exclusive theatrical release, given that her salary was based in large part on the box office performance of the film. Part of the document read, quote, "Disney intentionally induced Marvel's breach of the agreement without justification in order to prevent Miss Johansson from realizing the full benefit of her bargain with Marvel." And as you guys know, recently major media companies began rolling out their new films through their streaming services, due in large part to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as to boost their online presence. Which is why, according to Scarlett's complaint, her representatives reached out to Disney and Marvel in an effort to renegotiate her contract after learning of the simultaneous theatrical and streaming release for Black Widow, but apparently they were simply ignored. In fact, even before the pandemic hit, it seems Scarlett already had concerns that Black Widow could end up being released on Disney Plus, so her reps asked for reassurance of a theatrical-only release. The suit includes an alleged email from the Marvel chief counsel where he states that Black Widow's release would follow a traditional theatrical model and that if any changes should arise, that they would consult with all parties involved in the deal. Black Widow went on to gross $80 million during its US opening weekend and $78 million overseas. The superhero movie also generated $60 million from the $30 at-home purchases on Disney Plus, which, by the way, marked the first time that Disney disclosed a film streaming performance in such detail. However, it was later reported that the film's box office performance in the following weeks fell more sharply than most Marvel films, leading to speculations that making the movie more accessible at home hurt its theatrical draw. And as it turns out, ScarJo's 9th Marvel movie could be her last. In a recent interview with Fatherly, ScarJo said that she has, quote, "no plans to return as Natasha." She added, "I feel really satisfied with this film. It feels like a great way to go out for this chapter of my Marvel identity." The latest news about the lawsuit sparked all kinds of reactions on Twitter, with fans voicing their sadness over what seems to be ScarJo's exit from the MCU. This fan tweeted, "So I guess we won't be seeing any variant versions of Natasha in future projects." And this other person wrote, "ScarJo really suing Disney, Natasha never coming back." It's worth noting that Black Widow was originally slated for release in the first half of 2020, but was pushed back multiple times due to the ongoing circumstances. And hours after Scarlett filed her lawsuit, Disney fired back with an unusual incendiary statement discrediting her claims. According to Hollywood Reporter for the New York Times, Brooks Barnes, Disney replied saying, quote, "There is no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Disney has fully complied with Miss Johansson's contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date." And almost immediately, fans began throwing their support behind ScarJo, accusing Disney of using COVID-19 as an excuse when the company opened Disney World at the height of the pandemic in July 2020. Well, we just hope that all parties involved in this lawsuit can reach a fair resolution, and if this is indeed Scarlett's last Marvel movie, then this is the end of an era and she'll definitely be missed. Now go ahead and click right over here for another clever news video, then hop to the comments and let me know all your thoughts on Scarlett taking Disney to court. As always, I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me on socials at Renee Ariel, and I'll see you next time.